Top of the morning, YouTube. We are on our way. As you saw our last video, we had to reschedule because I didn't know that I had 2 appointments, so we had to reschedule. So the appointment that we're going to today, Isaiah's very tired, but I made him drive.
Late, and she made me drive.
He got off like at 12:30. Is he getting over? What a jerk! They're both getting over. Oh my gosh! So, anyways, today we get to see. It's a 3D. What's it called?
3D.
It's like a 3D like picture thing, so we get to see the baby's face.
Is that what the doctor said we're gonna do?
Yeah, she said we get to see everything. You didn't hear her?
Well, I didn't even say 3D picture.
She said that she said we get to see everything. They're gonna tell us the length of the baby, They're gonna show us the baby's face, the baby's eyes. Well, not the baby's eyes because their eyes are closed, but you know. So we're pretty excited, but we both have a very, very long day ahead of us because Isaiah's also going to get a car. Isaiah be getting so lucky. Like, his friend's gonna give him this car for $100. Like, I don't ever. Oh, not 100. Sorry, we're making payments on them. Don't display
the prices.
Yeah, but still, like, he be getting so lucky, and it's a shift car, a stick shift car, and Isaiah's been wanting one of those, so he's finally getting one. Look, I have makeup on my collar.
Collar?
On my collar. That's so gross. I think Tyrone is like his alter ego. That's what he always brings that name up. I don't know who that is.
My alter ego is Cornelius.
I thought your alter ego should have been Randall. If you guys don't know, Isaiah's middle name is Randall.
Chill out. Your middle name is Nicole. You don't even like it. Yeah, exactly. Your real name is Alina.
They don't need to know that.
Exactly. Hi, I'm Alina. Want to be friends?
Shut up. That's what Isaiah said to me when he met me.
Definitely not.
He was like, "You're a really cool person."
Nah. She was like, "Please come sit next to me."
Shut the fuck up.
Like we in kindergarten. Neck ass.
Okay, I did say that. I'm not gonna lie. Can you see the kids too?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. And I didn't tell her the gender.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, cute little skeletons.
Yes. They're right here. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. We have it right here. So we know. I think we know. Can you show them the picture? So this is the baby. This one's cute. Here, hold this.
Right. See, look at that.
Here, hold this. He has real feminine features, like Isaiah said. This is him sucking his thumb like a little baby.
What's cracking, guys?
Oh, hold on.
The dude's still here.
Oh, he a cute ass little boy.
That's what I'm probably gonna look.
We was watching Kidnapped right now. So the story time that we have going on today is a current thing that's going on right now.
Oh, the DUI one?
Yeah. We're gonna talk about the DUI case that Isaiah is currently going through. And when did this happen? Like in February?
Yeah.
This happened in February, and
it is now October.
It's now October, so
he's still fighting it.
He's still fighting it. You know, that's how the law is. They just don't want to let you go. They just always want to kidnap you and throw
Keep
you.
a brother down.
Throw you in the can. Is that the expression for jail? The can?
Brig.
Oh, the brig. They want to throw you in the brig.
The slammer.
So let me tell you guys how this happened, okay?
You don't even know how it happened.
No. Let me tell you. So first, I was supposed to go out with Isaiah, okay? Isaiah was like, hey, like me and my friends, like they want to go out tonight, like, and I was like, oh, for sure, like, I think it was was it Fullerton? No, it was Huntington. So I was like, oh, for sure, like, okay. So I got my outfit ready, you know. I was thinking about what I was gonna do for my makeup and everything. And if you know me, Like, you know, I'm not a big drinker. Well, at that time, I wasn't a big drinker. But, like, now, like, I'll drink if I want to drink.
Now
but,
you're pregnant, so you cannot drink.
Well, I cannot drink because I'm pregnant. But back then, like, I didn't really like drinking. I hated drinking. So I told Isaiah, oh, like, I'm going to go. But, like, I don't feel like drinking. But I'm still going to go. So he says, since you're not going to drink, can I have a guy's night? So I was like, let's show. Am I wrong?
Yes, you
No,
are.
I'm not. So he's like, can I have a guy's night? I said, for sure. Is that not what happened?
I guess.
That is what happened. I was like, for sure. I said, okay, go ahead, go out. You know me, being me. You know, I had to be dramatic.
She threw a tantrum.
So I threw a tantrum. I'm not gonna lie, I did throw a tantrum, and because he hurt my feelings. Like, I was so excited to go out, and I'm like, you know what? Like, whatever. Okay, go hang out with your friends.
Have fun.
I said, have fun, and you know what that means. And I feel like
when a girl says that, she basically jinxing you.
Yeah. So, anyways, Isaiah had fun that night. So this is around this time. I wasn't texting him. I was like in bed watching TV. I was just like asleep.
All right. So we leave the bar like 1 a.m. around there. And so we like, all right, let's go to one more bar before it closes. You know, last coffee at 1:30 or whatever. So we leave Sharky's. And I don't know if you've been to Huntington Beach, but when you leave Sharky's, there's a bar called Second Floor. Like,
is that the...
Like down, you make a left by the little 31 Flavors. You know, it's adjacent to Sharky's. So we walking over there, right? And then my friends was walking fast as hell. And then I look up. And then they was like already crossing the street by Baskin Robbins. So I'm looking up. And then so this dude is like falling on the floor, passed out, like he was all jacked up. So I was like, hey, get home safe, guys. And then they was like, what the fuck did you say to us? A bunch of white people. I was like, I just said get home safe. And then so they surrounded us. They was like, you want to say it again? I was like, what? So I was like, you know what? I'm not even finna do that because I looked right over their back and the police was standing right there staring at us. So I was like, I'm not about to go to jail. So I was just like, all right, whatever. So I tried to walk, and they surrounded me, like 5 dudes. So I was like, y'all sure y'all want to do this? Because I'm a fool. And so I felt somebody socked me in the back of the head. I was like, oh, heck no. And then so the cops still didn't do nothing. Cops still didn't even do anything. So I'm like, what the heck? So I was like, all right, cool. So I ducked 2 of them, and I pushed the dude out the way, and I started backing up. Cops is still looking at me. I'm like, oh, heck no. So I start calling my homies. I start yelling their names across the street, and they start taking off across the street to come help me. So then when they came across the street, it was like a WWE steel cage match. They ran over, they tackled 2 dudes. So they on the ground, everybody going to work. Everybody's fighting. I'm just standing there like, I was drunk. So I'm just standing there like, I don't know what to do. I'm fading. I'm not trying to go to jail. So then the cops want to come over and try to break it up after they see my friends come over there and help me. And so I watched them the whole time. Cops were just staring at me, just arms crossed, not helping me. I was like, what? And then so the cop's gonna arrest one of my friends, right? And then he told me, he walks up to me and says, if you don't get you and your friends in the car right now, you're going to jail, and you all going to jail. I'm like, I'm not the driver. It's not my car. He said, what did I say? He's like, don't make me say it again or you guys are all going to jail. I was like, okay. Like, so I had to go find where the keys were from the guy whose car it was. So I had to go walk over, find him, get the keys from him, get everybody in the car. And then so I get in the car, and he still has my friend in handcuffs. He was like, start the car. I started the car. He was like, close the door. I closed the door. Then he lets my friend out of handcuffs, puts him in, and says, if you don't drive out here right now, I'm taking you guys to jail. I was like, what? So then I'm drunk. So they were like, bro, just drive, bro. Just drive. And I was like, all right. So I drive, get down the street. And so we're like, all right, let's go get food. And then so I reached for my wallet. I didn't have my wallet. I was like, hey, check if y'all got your wallets. Nobody had their wallets. And so I'm like, whoa. So I was like, we're probably going to have to go back. But when I said this, I looked in the rearview mirror. I seen a cop car following me. I'm like, oh, it can't be. I was like, it can't be the same cop. So I start driving, I drive normal. And then I make a U-turn. And then he pulls me over. I was like, what?
The same cop?
Yes. Hold on, wait. So when he pulls me over and he gets out, He was like, license and registration. I was like, we were just in the altercation that you guys told us to leave. Like, we're just in the altercation. None of us have our wallets. So we made this U-turn and go back to get our wallets. He said, step out the vehicle. I was like, what? So we step out the vehicle. He gives me like 6 different sobriety tests. All the different balancing, touch your nose, walk in a straight line, all that. All that. I passed all of them. And he was like, I'm still taking you to jail. I was like, what? And then when he said that, another cop pulled up. And the cop that pulled up, both of them were the 2 cops that told me to get into the car and drive. Actually, one of them, the one that told me to start the car and everything, was at the scene giving me the DUI sobriety test. So they followed me after they told me to leave to pull me over down the street and try to give me a DUI.
What's a sobriety test?
Sobriety test is like, you know, the like walk in a straight line, lean your head back, touch your nose, and all that stuff. So I did all that, and he said, he was like, all right, he's like, you passed, but I still feel like you're drunk. I said, well, if I pass, why am I going to jail? He said, because I still feel like you're drunk. I was like, what the fuck? And the other cop, I was like, you guys both were there at the scene. You guys both told me to get into the car and drive, so why are you taking me to jail? He was like, I still feel like you're drunk. Handcuffs me, puts me in the back of a cop car. So he walks over to my friend's car, takes the keys out the ignition and said, I'm taking your keys and I'm taking your friend to jail. This is at 2 in the morning in Huntington Beach. We don't know where we are. This is in the middle of nowhere. So he leaves them in the middle of nowhere and then takes the car keys and takes me to jail. One of my friends had to use his Apple Watch. The Series 3, his phone died. Everybody's phone was dead. He called me. And he called her and said, Isaiah's in jail. Like, you know, it's bad.
I thought it was a prank. I thought it was a prank because it was like, I want to say like, when did you get arrested? Around 2 o'clock?
Yeah, 2, 3
so, it was around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, so Isaiah's not home. And I'm like, still like, I'm a light sleeper or whatever. So my phone rings and I'm thinking, okay, it's probably him. It's this weird number. So I'm like, okay, like, whatever. So then it calls again and I'm like, I don't know this number. It was like a weird toll number. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to answer it. So it keeps calling me. I'm like, all right.
It was me.
I was like, all right.
I was at the cell.
He was in the cell. So finally, I answer it, and it says, hi, you have a collect call from Isaiah from the Huntington Beach Police Department. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he's really in jail? So I got through to the operator or whatever, and she connected me to Isaiah. And Isaiah's like, I'm in jail! Oh my gosh! And I knew he was drunk because, like, in the middle of his sentences, he would be like, baby, I love you so much.
Chill.
You were like, I love you so much. I was like, what the fuck? So he told me what happened and everything. I'm like, and you know, like, I'm not a babysitter, but when you go out with your man, you're with him, and, like, you're kind of watching, like, you're kind of watching around you. You're kind of watching your surroundings and everything. And I really feel like if I was there, like, that wouldn't have happened. Like, you know, I would, if I knew, like, these guys were trouble, like, you kind of know when a group of people are trouble, I'd be like, okay, like, Isaiah, like, let's walk on this side of the street, or, like, let's go over here, like, you know, and, like, I would be with him. So his friend calls me on his watch, and he tells me everything that's happening, and he walked, I guess he was walking to the jail to go get Isaiah.
3 miles. He had to walk 3 miles to the jail to go try to get his car keys. And they told him, yeah, we'll get your car keys in like 10 minutes. But he had to wait till 10 o'clock in the morning till I was released. So he slept outside the jail cell on a park bench.
So he kept, how many calls did you get? Did you get 3 calls?
I got like 3, but I wasn't telling them when I was done. I was just kept calling. So then my other friends, they stayed in the car. They
were really drunk. They were in the car. So anyways.
And then when they woke up in the morning, they had to Uber to the jail cell. And then after I got released, we all walked back to the car. And let me tell you, the most messed up thing, when I got to the jail cell, they were like, oh, I still feel like he's drunk, give him a breathalyzer. I was like, what the fuck?
In the cell?
After I passed all the stability tests, y'all still gonna try me. But I was like, I'm drunk. I know I'm drunk. But you guys told me to get into the car and drive. And I was like, this is not my car. I even told them, like, why can't we just switch? Like, you guys told me to get into this car and drive, and I didn't want to drive, and I wasn't supposed to drive. I left my car at home because my friends was like, oh, you ain't got to worry about driving tonight. We got you, bro. It's going to be safe. You don't got to drive. I was like, cool. I'm going to go out. I'm going to get white girl wasted. And then so when I get to the jail cell, they gave me 6 breathalyzer tests. 6 of them. And then they kept giving me more because they said, oh, it's not registering. It's not registering. After the third one, I was like, I'm not taking no more. He was like, well, you're going to stay in here. I'm like, what the fuck? He was like, if you keep taking them and they come out that you're not drunk, then we're going to release you. I was like, all right, cool. So I kept taking them. So the sixth one I took, they was like, oh, it's still not registering. This lady walks around the corner, comes back and be like, oh, it registered. It says you're a .149. I was like, so if all 6 of them didn't register, how you magically walk around the corner and come back and it registered?
Yeah, they were being mean to Isaiah.
They were racist, just racist.
And then didn't they take away your shoes?
They had me in there shoeless.
They took away his shoes. And like when your boyfriend calls you in the middle of the night and he's like, I'm in jail. Like, I don't know, I just thought it was a prank. And I'm like, I'm like, what are you doing in jail? Like, what did you guys do? What did you guys get into? Whatever. So they call me in the morning.
I got jumped and I ended up going to jail. And then the bad thing was, none of the white dudes that punched me, none of the white dudes that like surrounded me, none of them got arrested. Not one of them. Then when my packet comes in the mail with all my information from the night and everything. So the packet said, I read through it and they didn't even include the fight. They didn't include the fight. They didn't include that they told me to go home. They left all the information out. He said the reason he pulled me over is because I was speeding. So let me tell you how he said I was speeding. Let me tell you if this makes sense. He said I was at a stop sign. Cop said he was at a stop sign. He see me go past him on a regular street with lights. Not a freeway, not a highway, a street. He said I went past him going 85 miles per hour plus. And he says he was at a stop sign, passed him at 85. He proceeded to pursue me. He caught up to me to pace me with his car. He said I was going 90 miles per hour plus and still going. So if you're at a dead stop, he was in an SUV. So if you're at a dead stop and I'm going in a Mercedes and I'm going 85 miles per hour plus past you and you're at a dead stop, how are you going to catch up to me that quick within less than a mile? It was less than a mile span that he said the streets were. He doesn't have a Lamborghini. He don't got a Ferrari. There's no way he would have caught up to me. There's no way. So he lied. He said that. And then so in the report, they said, my lawyer said that they don't have any chest. They turned off their chest cameras, their dash cameras, and they don't have a speedometer tracking my speed.
You had a good lawyer.
None of that. They don't have none of that information. And then so I requested information about, man, I've been fighting it since February.
Just the woman still fighting?
Yes, I go this month actually this week.
This week we get our final what happens if you
It's a jury trial, but I still might not. Oh, and then this is just the worst part. So in the breathalyzer test, it's on a report, they said they only did 2 breathalyzer tests. And they said the second one came out to a .180. How when the thing said .149? Come on now. And what's even funnier, when we got back to the car in the morning, all of our wallets were in the back seat in one section. All 4 of our wallets were in one section, stacked.
So they took your wallets?
We think they took our wallets because we were drunk. We don't know, but the driver of the car, he wasn't even drunk. He had like 2 shots. And that was when we first got there. We got there at like 10 o'clock. So he was good to drive, and then they wouldn't let him drive. They specifically pointed to me and told me to get into the car. They would not let him drive. It was like, we told him to get into the car. Like, what? And they put all our wallets in one section. Like, I can't trust them.
It was some bullshit. So we're going through that right now. So anyways, like, that was a big eye-opener for Isaiah. The following week, me and Isaiah get into another fight.
So the following week, we get into an argument. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. I'm gonna go have a drink with my friends.
And let me tell you, this time I really feel like I did sprinkle bad juju on him.
So I just have bad luck. That's why I don't go out without her. Because every time I go out without her, I end up in prison or jail. So we coming back from
was it downtown Redlands?
It was downtown Redlands. We went drinking and whatever. And so my friend, sober, didn't drink. He didn't do anything. He was sober. And so we left Redlands at like 2 in the morning. We went to Corky's to eat till like 4 in the morning. Like 2 hours. We went to Corky's and eat. I'm sleeping in the back seat. My other friend's sleeping in the front seat. And my friend is driving, obviously. And so He passes my house, gets off on the wrong exit, right? And so somehow we get pulled over. I wake up. No. Somehow we get pulled over. We're in the parking lot or somewhere, and I wake up to like lights all in my face. The doors open and me getting pulled out the back seat. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I got pulled out the back seat, handcuffed, thrown on the ground. I'm like, what is going on? I was asleep. Wake up, there's a tow truck there. I was like, what is going on? And so he pulls me out the car. He has my friend, the driver, in the back of the cop car. And then he's arresting me, talking about you made bad choices. I'm half asleep, looking at him like, what did I do? He said, you made bad choices tonight. I'm like, what bad choices? So I'm in the back seat, mind you, sleep, mind you. Sleep. So he pulls the guy out the front seat that was asleep out too, and he's body slams him on the curb. All white cops. I don't care. You say what you want about me. So they put me in the back of the cop car, and then we're yelling like, give my friend the driver a sobriety test. Let him do the breathalyzer. He's not drunk. He's the DD. And so he gets a breathalyzer. Comes out he wasn't drunk at all. Didn't even register on the thing. It was like a 0.00, like no drinks. So then he's like, me and my friend Darren, he was like, bro, he's like, they just pulled me over, and then when they pulled us over, like, this tow truck just magically appeared the same time they pulled us over, and they trying to take the car. I was like, why? All your stuff's up to date, right? He's like, yeah, I don't know why they're trying to take the car. So this is what happened. They take me and my friend in the front seat to jail and let the driver go. What?
He was in the back seat doing nothing.
We was in the back seat asleep, and they took the passengers to jail and let our driver go. It just drove off. Get in the car, drive off. We get to the jail cell, they start fucking us up. Me and my friend that was in the passenger seat got our hands all behind our back, hands up in the air, like my fingers were touching the back of my head, and they were picking me up by my shoulders. And it was 3 cops picking me up, and 1 cop was just laughing in my face. And they slammed me on the ground. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I didn't do anything. Why are you doing this? And so they didn't breathalyze me. They didn't stability test. They didn't do anything. They just say I did poor choices. So when they take me to the jail cell, they tell me to unlock your phone. I said, I'm not unlocking my phone. Like, for what? They said, if you don't unlock your phone, you're gonna stay here tonight. I'm like, I'm not unlocking my phone. That's like, all right, you're gonna stay here. And because they see my military ID. They're like, oh, you're in the military? We don't give a fuck about the military. Rancho Cucamonga PD. Oh no, Rancho Cucamonga Sheriff's Department or whatever, San Bernardino County, I don't know. So they took me to the jail, and then they unlocked my phone, like they got me to unlock the phone or whatever. They start calling all my sergeants, all my people in my unit, like they call my sergeant in charge, my NCOIC. They call my first sergeant. Like, for what? I didn't do anything. So my first sergeant comes to the jail cell in the morning, like 3 hours later, takes me out the jail cell. And so I still don't know what I'm being charged for. And so the sergeant was like, only reason you got out is because I came up here and I talked to them. He came in uniform and everything because he was on duty. And so he comes in uniform and everything, and he's like, they gave you a public intoxication ticket. I said, I was even in public. I was asleep in the back of the car, and they don't even know if I was drunk. How am I going to get a ticket if I was asleep and they didn't even breathalyze me? Like, what the heck? They were just like, he was just like, I know, man. He was like, you're just going to have to fight it when you go to court. Go to court. They wrote my driver a ticket for having marijuana, and the marijuana was in the trunk.
Isn't it legal now?
It's legal, but it was in the trunk, clipped up in the bag, like with a medical everything. Like, he didn't even open it or anything. Gave him a marijuana ticket. So we all go to court, right? Me and my friend that was in the passenger seat, our case got dismissed. So it got dismissed first day. Like, they were like, come on now, this is some bullshit. But our driver, the one with the marijuana, driving with an open container of marijuana or something like that, it was a fake ticket. Didn't even write the ticket. So he had the ticket and everything with a court date. Went up there, no court date was pinned. No, nothing has been filed. Fake ticket. Everything.
And when that had happened, his friend, the driver, he had called me, and I thought it was another joke, because I was like, how the hell can Isaiah get arrested, like, the week after, you know, in the same situation almost? And he was like, hey, like, Isaiah got arrested, I'll call you in the morning, like, we can go down to the court, we can see if we can get him out. And I'm, like, half asleep, and I'm, like, you guys are, like, playing with me. He's like, I'm serious. But his voice was so calm, so I thought he was playing around with me. He's like, yeah, we'll, like, figure it out in the morning, you know. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? So, in the morning, we had went, and they said, like, we had to wait for you to get out, I guess. But that's when he had called me, and he was like, oh, like, I'm out. He's like, my sergeant came and got me. So, Isaiah was in a lot of trouble. And, you know,
because in the military, if you get 2 alcohol-related incidents within the same, like, month or same, like, certain amount of time, that you're automatically up for getting either discharged or flagged. So I had to.
And it made him look bad, you know.
It made me look bad. I could lose my security clearance, all that stuff. So I got it dismissed.
Thank God.
And now I'm working on this one. So I learned.
We were praying for this one, you know. But all I'm saying is, like, in situations like this, he can, you know what, and he can agree with me on this, I never said I told you so. In relationships, like when your relationship, you can't beat down on your partner like that. But all I'm saying is, if you didn't go out, that shit wouldn't have happened. Like, you know, and I remember, like, how broken Isaiah was, because he was just like, man, I didn't do anything. Like, I didn't do anything. And, like, with everything that's going on in the world right now, it's, like, all of it's true, you know? And,
it's
like,
an eye-opener. She ain't never had to experience something like that.
No,
so.
I haven't. And, like...
so we've been in situations... So when we went to the situation to go... we went to the courthouse to get it dismissed or something like that?
Yeah.
Like,
you went to pick up your stuff.
I went to pick up my
my
glasses and stuff. And so... She was driving, and her skirt was kind of... It wasn't high, but it was like, you know...
It was a dress.
It was a little bit... It was a dress. It was a little high. So we pulled up, and the cop was looking in. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember that. I've never felt so violated.
He was like, what did he say? Are you wearing
anything? He goes, are you wearing pants?
He
goes, are you wearing pants? And I was like, I'm wearing a dress. And he was like, oh, okay.
He was like, oh, okay.
Weird. Oh my gosh, I've never felt so violated in my life. And then he was like, give me your registration, give me your license, or give me your, remember I had my permit at the time. He was like, give me your license, give me your registration. And we were just driving in to go get his stuff, so we're like, all right, whatever. They were being weird with us.
They were mad because they were like, they did not like me with her, and they was just dogging. Like, it was bad. Just
the whole interracial relationship, I guess they probably didn't really like. So then finally he just went in, he got his stuff, and we're like, let's just go. But, I mean...
When I drove out, I yelled out, bitch! No, I'm just doing that.
No, Isaiah can't do that. You can't be doing that and getting any more trouble. But you gotta understand with everything that's going on in the world right now, like, you know, You
gotta be on your toes.
You have to be on your toes, and you have to know, too, like, I know, like, if Isaiah were to get pulled over, like, you never know, like, his life could be at risk, or you don't know what they could do. Like, Isaiah was doing nothing, and the second time he got arrested, he was doing nothing. He was asleep, and they took him to jail. Like, absolutely nothing. So it's like, yeah, you just really have to have your partner's back, because it's February and it's October now. We're like, he's still fighting this shit.
This is funny, because when I was in the back of the cop car, you know how you could, they didn't take my iPhone. They just arrested me. They didn't search me. They didn't do anything. They just arrested me. They didn't search me. They didn't strip me. They didn't take nothing out of my pockets. I still have my wallet. Still have everything. They didn't even check. Like, I had my phone and everything. So what I did, I was handcuffed. I pulled my phone out. I held the home button. I said, call my princess. And it was like, calling princess with light skin tone, mother pregnant. And they was like, get his phone. They yelled out, get his phone. I was like, hurry up. And she answered, she was like, hello. I said, they got me in the cop car. I was like, they're taking me to jail. They didn't do nothing. I was like, they opened the door. They yanked me. I was like, oh.
I did get a call from him, but I could hear mumbling. So I'm like, what the hell? And it lasted like 2 seconds.
I was like, and that's how they got my phone.
And then that's when Darren called me. So I was like, okay, maybe it is kind of true.
I was trying to hurry up. I was like, hey, I'm in the cop car. I tried to talk fast. And when they opened the door, they started yanking my shit. I was like, ah.
If I was in that situation, like if I was there, I probably would have been freaking out, honestly. I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, like, in situations like that, I just freeze. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, what do we do? So anyways, this week we find out what's going to happen, you know, what we're going to do. And then we'll get back to you guys on that. But basically, that's his DUI case that we're currently fighting. So wish us luck. He's all ready for his interview. Oh, how big week if you get this job?
My hands are ashy as shit.
Can you see Isaiah working at Cotton On? It's his first retail job.
I'm big as shit.
You're a little bit too urban.
Nobody gonna steal out of this motherfucker. I'll chase him.
Oh my gosh, that was me when I worked here. But it's windy as hell. This wind came out of nowhere. Isaiah got the job. So now he's a 2-job shawty. He got hired like on the spot. And you know, like if you ever met Isaiah, he has like a really good energy. So I guess like she was like telling him, yeah, like I love your energy, bro. Like I love your energy. Just go online, fill out your application, and we'll get back to you. So yeah, he got it on the spot. Congrats to Isaiah. So Isaiah got this new car.
That's my toy.
And it's his new toy. It's a sick driving car, so he loves
Civic.
it. A little Civic, a little Bivic, you know.
I'm about to hook this motherfucker up.
He be driving crazy. He needs to chill. So we're gonna go get food right now because we're hungry. We hope you guys loved the vlog and our DUI case. We're gonna update you guys all on that after we go on Thursday and we figure out what's gonna happen and what we're gonna do. So yeah, until next time.